St. Kitts and Nevis has once again called on the United States of America to remove the decades-old economic, commercial, and financial embargo against Cuba. That call came in the maiden address of the St. Kitts and Nevis permanent representative to the United Nations, Ambassador Nerys Dockery, on Thursday during the UN General Assembly 26th plenary meeting.
St. Kitts and Nevis finds it regrettable that several reversals were made since that brief period of détente, and the blockade is still a reality for the Cuban people, and it denounces the imposition of unilateral coercive measures against a sovereign state. This unjust embargo drives a stake through the heart of international law, makes a mockery of the principles of sovereignty and non-intervention that governs interstate relations, which are protected by the United Nations Charter, and severely impedes Cuba's ability to fully engage the international community to adequately provide basic public services for its people and thereby its aspirations for meeting the Sustainable Development Goals.
She described the embargo as an extreme burden on the development, well-being, and stability of the people of Cuba and the entire Caribbean. She stressed the contributions Cuba has made to the development of public health in the region through its benevolence and medical innovations.
Cuba's benevolence was even further demonstrated through its own contribution in the race to find a vaccine. Not only did it develop 5 domestic vaccines, 2 of which were eventually approved for international use and were offered to those nations unable to afford other, more expensive doses. In the face of such magnanimity, altruism, and compassion that can be counted in the many lives saved, not lost, how can Cuba justifiably continue to be designated by the United States as a state sponsor of terrorism? Surely, this unwarranted and even neo-colonial designation and the attendant sanctions attached to it defies all logic, reasons, and indeed the spirit of the United Nations.
A resolution supporting the ambassador's call was passed 185 in favor, 2 no, and 2 abstentions. Ambassador Dockery's address was lauded by the Cuban embassy in St. Kitts and Nevis on Twitter. "Thank you, Sister St. Kitts and Nevis Ambassador, for your strong and unwavering support." A tweet from the Deputy Foreign Minister of Cuba also praised the ambassador's speech. This was the ambassador's first speech since she presented her credentials just over a week ago to the United Nations General Assembly as the St. Kitts and Nevis permanent representative to the United Nations. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.